Hello, welcome back to my channel. I have another listening practice video for you today. I think today's video might be quite a long one. So maybe grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee or whatever your favorite drink is before we get started, because I think we might be here for a while. Today we're going to be listening to a woman, and she's talking about a particular game. Now, I think she's quite young, so she speaks quite casually, and she might be speaking quite fast, but she speaks in a very typical way using very common language. So I think that this is a good one for you to study. And today I'd just like you to try and write down what you hear. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now because I have a feeling that we might have a lot to talk about today. Oh, and she also mentions her friend's name, James. Okay, let's listen to her.
I've seen so many TikTokers and YouTubers play it, and James showed me it the other day because he's a little bit obsessed with it. I downloaded it and I actually ended up having so much fun playing it. I've only played it like a few times, but apparently it came out like in 2018 or something. I've seen so many TikTokers and YouTubers play it, and James showed me it the other day because he's a little bit obsessed with it. I downloaded it and I actually ended up having so much fun playing it. I've only played it like a few times, but apparently it came out like in 2018 or something. I've seen so many TikTokers and YouTubers play it, and James showed me it the other day because he's a little bit obsessed with it. I downloaded it and I actually ended up having so much fun playing it. I've only played it like a few times, but apparently it came out like in 2018 or something. I've seen so many TikTokers and YouTubers play it, and James showed me it the other day because he's a little bit obsessed with it. I downloaded it and I actually ended up having so much fun playing it. I've only played it like a few times, but apparently it came out like in 2018 or something.
I've seen so many TikTokers and YouTubers play it, and James showed me it the other day because he's a little bit obsessed with it. I downloaded it and I actually ended up having so much fun playing it. I've only played it like a few times, but apparently it came out like in 2018 or something. Now let's talk about a few things that she said. Her second sentence started with, James showed me it the other day.
James showed me it the other day.
Okay, let's do a bit of grammar now. Now, I don't really like talking about grammar unless I absolutely have to. And today, I have to. Now, in a sentence, we have a subject, a verb, and an object. I eat apples. And some verbs can have two objects, and it's usually a person and a thing. He bought his son a toy car. I gave Vanessa my old laptop. And we can also swap the two objects around so that the thing comes first. But if we do this, we have to use to or for before the person. So he bought his son a toy car becomes he bought a toy car for his son. And I gave Vanessa my old laptop becomes I gave my old laptop to Vanessa. But if we change both objects to pronouns, and pronouns are words like it or her, we usually put the person last, so the second way. So we would usually say, he bought it for him, or I gave it to her, especially if we're using the pronoun it, not he bought him it, or I gave her it. But this is actually what she said today. James showed me it. Two pronouns, me and it. Now, I wouldn't recommend using this because some people might say that this sounds strange or that it's very informal. So I would just use James showed it to me. But she's young though, she's probably a teenager, and young people tend to speak much more casually. So I'm not surprised that she said it this way. But if you want to be safe in pretty much all situations, I would just use James showed it to me.
James showed me it the other day.
Okay, that's enough grammar for one day, I think. Let's continue. So that whole sentence was, James showed me it the other day because he's a little bit obsessed with it.
James showed me it the other day because he's a little bit obsessed with it.
If you're obsessed with something or someone, you can't stop thinking about it. And other people might think that it's a bit strange that you feel this way. For example, a lot of people are obsessed with social media. They're always checking Instagram or TikTok or whatever apps they use. Whenever they have a spare second, they'll be checking their phone. Which apps are you obsessed with? Let me know in the comments below. You can also be obsessed with a person. You might be obsessed with Chris Hemsworth, for example. You can't stop watching his movies. You read all the articles that are written about him. You follow him on social media. You can't get enough information about Chris Hemsworth. So if you're obsessed with something or someone, this might not be healthy if you go too far with your obsession, because you might be ignoring other things or other people in your life. Here, she's talking about a game, and James is obsessed with it. He can't stop thinking about it. He probably plays it whenever he gets the chance. He might watch a lot of videos on YouTube and TikTok where they talk about this game. So he's a little bit obsessed with it. The next thing that she said was, I downloaded it and I actually ended up having so much fun playing it.
I downloaded it and I actually ended up having so much fun playing it.
To end up somewhere means to finally be somewhere or to finally be doing something. Here she's talking about this game. All these people have been playing this game and her friend James is a bit obsessed with it. So she decides to download it and she plays it during this time. And at the end here, she actually enjoyed playing it. So at this point, she was really enjoying this game. She ended up having so much fun playing this game. And then she said, I've only played it like a few times, but apparently it came out in 2018 or something.
I've only played it like a few times, but apparently it came out in 2018 or something.
Apparently. You can use this word in a few different ways. One of the ways is when you want to compare two things. One thing is what you thought, and the other thing is what it really is. So let's talk about a few examples. Oh, I thought we had to write 10,000 words for our history essay, but apparently we only have to write 1,000 words. So the first thing is what I thought, we had to write 10,000 words. And the other thing is we actually only have to write 1,000 words. So there's a difference between what I was thinking and what it really is. So we can say, apparently, we only have to write 1,000 words. Or maybe I thought the essay was due tomorrow, but apparently it's due next week. So there's a difference between what I was thinking, I thought the essay was due tomorrow, and what it really is. It's due next week. So I can say, apparently it's due next week. Here, she's saying that she's only played this game a few times. So maybe you're thinking that this is quite a new game, but really it actually came out in 2018. It's already a few years old, even though she only just started playing it. And to come out, this is a phrasal verb that actually has a lot of different meanings. A lot. Here, she said that this game came out in 2018. So this means that it became available in 2018. So you could buy it, you could play it at around that time. When we use this phrasal verb in this way, using this meaning, we're usually talking about books or movies, because there's usually a date when a book will be available in bookstores, for example. And you can also say, when is the next iPhone coming out? When is Apple going to have the next iPhone available in their stores?
I've only played it like a few times, but apparently it came out in 2018 or something.
Okay, now let's listen to a little bit more of what she said about this game.
So it sounds a little bit complicated, and I'm not gonna lie, it sounded a little bit complicated to me when I first started playing it, but it's actually like once you start playing it, you get the hang of it pretty quickly. So it sounds a little bit complicated, and I'm not gonna lie, it sounded a little bit complicated to me when I first started playing it, but it's actually like once you start playing it, you get the hang of it pretty quickly. So it sounds a little bit complicated, and I'm not gonna lie, it sounded a little bit complicated to me when I first started playing it, but it's actually like once you start playing it, you get the hang of it pretty quickly. So it sounds a little bit complicated, and I'm not gonna lie, it sounded a little bit complicated to me when I first started playing it, but it's actually like once you start playing it, you get the hang of it pretty quickly.
So it sounds a little bit complicated, and I'm not going to lie, it sounded a little bit complicated to me when I first started playing it. But it's actually like once you start playing it, you get the hang of it, pretty quickly. The last part of what she said was, once you start playing it, you get the hang of it, pretty quickly.
Once you start playing it, you get the hang of it pretty quickly.
To get the hang of something means to learn how to do something. And because you're learning it, it takes a bit of practice to learn it. Driving, for example, when you first start to drive, it might take a while before you get the hang of it, before you're comfortable to drive on your own, for example. Or maybe you never liked maths at school and you never got the hang of it, which I cannot relate to because I absolutely loved maths at school. It was my favourite subject. So here she's talking about this game, and she's saying that you can learn how to play it quite quickly. So the rules are probably not too difficult, and the game probably isn't too complicated. So she thinks that you will get the hang of it pretty quickly. I'm terrible with games though, so I highly doubt that I'd get the hang of it that quickly, if at all.
Once you start playing it, you get the hang of it pretty quickly.
We talked about a lot of things today. We did a bit of grammar, we looked at a few phrasal verbs, and we also talked about a few more difficult words. So if you found this video useful, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Let's listen to her one more time at the normal speed.
I've seen so many TikTokers and YouTubers play it, and James showed me it the other day because he's a little bit obsessed with it. I downloaded it and I actually ended up having so much fun playing it. I've only played it a few times, but apparently it came out in 2018 or something. So it sounds a little bit complicated, and I'm not gonna lie, it sounded a little bit complicated to me when I first started playing it, but it's actually once you start playing it, you get the hang of it pretty quickly.
Thank you for watching today. Keep practicing, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.